Let's give it up, keep the energy moving for Mauricio.
Like, you guys don't even know who I am. Alright, good shit. How's everyone doing tonight? Good? I flew in from Seattle. Wow, I feel good saying that. I was like, man, I haven't been out of that city in so long. God, I hate that place. I was in LA not too long ago, and I love how they call it the City of Angels. You know what I call Seattle? The City of Zombies, and they can't seem to sell them enough crack. You know, it's like, fuck. No benefits, man, whatsoever. Other thing I hate in Seattle, man, that I hate when people go up there and they bitch about how pacifist people are. Have you ever heard of this? You know, you say good morning to somebody, like, I hate when people complain about that. It's like, I'm from Mexico, man. If you do that to me and don't steal my shoes and kill my family, I'm good, you know? It's like, I love pacifism. I'm solid. The only thing I hate, man, about pacifism in Seattle is with the ladies. Am I right, fellas? Like when I always stare at someone, look away, motherfucker. I bought 2 beers. I hate it with the ladies, man. One thing I love, man, is I've been moving up in comedy, and I got invited to one of these, like, VIP parties, which means there was a lot of free PBR, you know, like, God. It was packed, man. We drank after hours, and I was all up on this one girl with, like, my Will Smith dance moves, you know? I was like, oh, man, I'm like George Clooney, fucking Julia Roberts in the ass. This is pimp. I got this, you know? And then we, like, get all smooth, you know? I get all smooth with her, and then she's like, let's go to that place. And I'm like, all right. So we catch a cab and go back to her place. And then, like, you know, we take off our clothes, we get in the pool, and, like, she lives in this nice, great place. And then we get upstairs, throw on her couch. You know, as I do. We don't even make it in the bed. And then I pump my penis in her 3 times, and she's like, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm not that kind of girl. I was like, bitch, 3 pumps ago you were. You know, it's like, why didn't you say shit at the party? You know, it's like, because I hooked you up with, you know, ecstasy and coke, you know? And with that combo, I could have gone with your friend, you know, instead, man. You just said something. I got all emotional. I got sad. I was like, ah! Heard violin music, yeah, I was like, hit the wall, and I was like, bitch, that would have been your bass. If this wasn't your house, and if it wasn't 3 a.m., you know? And then I got extra sad, man, with that extra moment that hits, and you're like, oh, I was like, bitch. We were about to make love to MGMT. How dare you ruin the vibe? I was like, no, if you don't mind, I'm going to go into the bathroom, masturbate in this condom, okay, and cry. And that's what I hate about pacifism in Seattle. It's horrible. It's got to end. One thing I like saying in Seattle, they call me the king of controversy. No applause, all right. That's how they introduced me up there. They call me the king of controversy, and I finally got into some shit up there, man. I finally got this guy that wants to beat the shit out of me in the streets and is looking for me at bars. He's doing this, man. The one thing I hate, though, I hate when people act up and don't know how to do it, because he calls me on the phone, he's like, you better reserve your room at the ER, dog, because I'm from the North End, dog. I'm gonna fuck you up. And I was like, North End? What the fuck does that even mean, man? It's like, can you be more specific? It's like, what are we talking about? It's like, what? Everett, Linwood, Alaska, Vancouver, BC? Like, I was like, I'm confused. Like, what? Did you work at the most ghetto Orange Julius in the history of mankind? You listen to 8 Mile for 3 hours a day? It's like, I'm confused, man. You know, I'm like, I don't know what to be scared of here. You know, it's like, can't you just say, hey, I'm bigger than you? It's like classic. That shit works, you know? Like, I wish you could just be like, hey, Mauricio, my fist is bigger than your face. It's like, okay, now I'm scared, you know, and I gotta go study karate. Meet you at the tournament or some shit. I just hate it, man. I was like, do you know how adorable I am? Like, do you really want to mess this beautiful face up? One thing I hate when the word got out on the streets, like, who would want to hit Mauricio? It's like hitting a kid. I was like, oh, man. You know, like, I guess now I gotta fight him, right? Yeah. Fuck him, God. I hate when people try to be real and shit. I got in trouble in LA because I hate when Mexicans in LA, we call them Chicanos. Whole different kind of Mexican, you know, they all look like weird. Like, yeah, I hate when they came at me after a show, they're like, man, hey, Vato, you don't understand the shit that we go through, Holmes. My cousin was killed in a drive-by. I was like, good. He was a drug dealer named Smokey. He always wanted to beat the shit out of me for some reason because I wasn't tough enough. It's like, fuck him, you know? It's like, I'm going to go to his grave and now piss on it and jerk off. And I was like, oh, this is what I think of your cousin. Oh, take that, you know? It's like, I don't care. I was like, dude. And then I looked at him. I was like, do you realize what that is over there over the hills? That says Hollywood. There lives Tom Cruise, you know? Join Scientology, get a video camera, and you see that one guy in your gang? He looks like Mario Lopez. You made it. You fucking made it, and you don't even know it. Don't tell me how hard you got it, because you know how I look like? I look like the guy that was being chased by the Mayans in Apocalypto. I don't stand a chance. God, society, man. Fuck society. I hate it. One thing that I like saying is I claim this thing called magical heroin. Look for it on Facebook, everything. It's kind of like my religion, man. And my gospel that I preach to everybody is I will make $20 million off this comedy thing. I will make $20 million. I gave up on this world. Not everybody can be saved. I'm only going to say the righteous people. I'm going to invite them, man. I just preached the gospel. I was like, guys, we're going to paint on naked women. We're going to get fucked up. And with this money, we're going to build a spaceship in the backyard, you know? And we're going to fill it up with food and all kinds of hallucinogenic drugs like acid. And then when shit goes down in 2012, we're going to blast off into orbit, man. And when the food runs out, don't worry, guys. Like the radiation in space is going to mutate our body. We're going to lose our hair, right? And then aliens are going to soup us up, and then we'll just kick it with them. And they're like, what if that doesn't happen? I'm like, at least we'll be on acid. Who the fuck cares, you know? All right, thank you.
Mauricio. Okay, bueno.